Right now, I'm having my makeup done. It's a sugar skull. Some of you may think that it's a Halloween costume. No. Think again.
Come to the land of the dead.
Dr. Clean up! You gotta stay with me, boy.
This isn't a dream then.
So you may have already seen that and thought, right, Mexican Halloween. No, it has nothing to do with Halloween in Mexico or in the Mexican culture. This is known as the Day of the Dead or Dia de los Muertos. It is a celebration that originated in central and southern Mexico. Those who celebrate it believe that on midnight on October 31st, the souls of all deceased children come down from heaven and reunite with their families on November 1st. And then the souls of the deceased adults come to visit on November 2nd. These days are very sacred and meaningful.
When I was little, my mother took me to her work, which specialized in self-help and was located in East LA. I remember it was Day of the Dead, and people were coming in from all over to celebrate. I'll never forget that. There was a really big skeleton puppet on a pole. The man holding it was waving it about. I was awestruck, staring at that skeleton and the big skull. Then I saw these people with painted faces. Some of them were devils or skeletons, and they were hopping all over the place. I was confused, knowing that Halloween was over, yet they were still celebrating. I didn't get it, so I asked my mother to explain. She tried, but it's difficult with someone who is as young as me. I got older and transferred to California School for the Deaf, Riverside, and went there for middle school and high school. I never had the time to go to a Day of the Dead celebration because I was stuck in the dorms. After I graduated and returned to East LA, my mother asked me if I wanted to accompany her to the celebration. I was ecstatic and said yes. So we went to check it out. Oh, I'm having a flashback. I remember seeing this large, limp skeleton on a pole. I asked my sister and mother what it was. They explained until I finally got it, and I've been in love with it ever since.
And that's why so many of us feel offended when we see that people dress up like that for Halloween.
Sometimes I can't blame those who aren't knowledgeable of Mexican culture because they weren't educated about it in school. I have asked several of my friends to respect the holiday and not equate it to Halloween. They should wait to celebrate it on November 1st and 2nd. It's not too late to be educated. We still learn new things every day.
I didn't personally grow up celebrating that holiday. However, the more strong I become in my Mexican identity, the more I realize the value in this and how meaningful it is. I want to keep learning about it.
I absolutely love the Day of the Dead. I go every time. The Day of the Dead is almost like Memorial Day in Mexican culture, because we honor our loved ones. This is how we remember them, so we won't forget their memories, traditions, and legacy. It's a day of celebration, happiness, and honor, not of sadness and despair. It inspires us to continue passing on the tradition. That's Mexican culture.
As you can see, this celebration means a lot to Stephanie. Take a look at some of her looks over the years. Not only do people dress up and put on makeup, but they also make altars or ofrendas to honor their loved ones that have passed.
This means remembering, honoring, and cherishing my culture, my people, and my ancestors. Also honoring those who have passed, including those who we've met and befriended, and people we've never met, like our ancestors. We still honor their spirits. I set up this altar earlier in October like I usually do. I know it's not November yet, but I do it earlier because I just enjoy coming into the house and seeing the altar. It's very heartwarming for me. I can feel the spirits with me while I chat with my children and family, sharing stories with them. We put together pictures of loved ones, along with some treasured items. In my altar, I'm honoring my great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, as well as my grandparents from both sides of the family, and my wife with some of her late family members. Her grandmother, her uncle, and more are depicted in the pictures here. I brought this back from Mexico, the mariachis. I deeply treasure those, and I bought this in Mexico City. My grandfather is from Mexico City, so I placed his pipe with this right here. My other grandfather used to work at a watering company and retired after working for many years. These are his work clothes. My grandmother knitted this. It might seem like nothing, but I treasure it because my grandma made it. That's why I leave it here. My other grandmother made rosaries with my grandfather. They gave them out, and they gave one to me. My great-grandmother made this. There are different things here that don't seem like a big deal, but they're highly valued family possessions. We pass it down to honor their spirits. My family enjoys having drinks, partying, dancing, singing, and having a good time. We have a lot of shot glasses that have been placed onto the altar. On the Day of the Dead, we'll fill up these glasses and share a toast in honor of our family who have passed. There aren't any yet, but on the Day of the Dead, there will be real food and drinks placed here.
Wow, very meaningful, and there are numerous different ways in which to celebrate.
We celebrate by going to different community events to dance and have a good time. We do the folklorico dance. The community here in San Jose also celebrates the Day of the Dead. It's beautiful. We have the La Ultima Parada, which is a huge celebratory event. During the last week of October, there's a dance with hundreds of people coupled up. They wear masks in honor of their family and friends who have passed away.
Even though the Day of the Dead has a large focus on death, it's not meant to be scary or sad. My first time getting my makeup done for the Day of the Dead was in that picture just a few years ago. It was such a special experience for me, and I look back at those pictures in honor. It's a reminder that life is worth celebrating. So the next time that you see someone with a sugar skull and all dressed up, celebrating, remember that is sacred, not to be used for cultural appropriation.